This is the RT75 rapid trigger keyboard from Yunzii. I thank them for sending this board out for review, as well as this cute pin. And the product link for this board will be in the description below. Let's get into the unboxing. First of all, let me say that this board is very well packaged and is quite literally protected like Fort Knox. It comes with a little accessories box, which is nice as opposed to just shoving everything in. Under a few more cubes of foam that I appropriately yeet to the other side of the room, here we can unveil our keyboard. There is also a user manual that for once in my life I would actually have to read. More on that later. I love when companies include dust covers, it's just so nice to have. Just had to check that the knob was working correctly. In the accessory box we have one non-braided cable, sad times, one joint keycap and switch puller, and these cool low profile purple keycaps for your WASD keys. Included is also two spare switches that sound like this. Now for general board aesthetics. The keycaps are double shot PBT and have crisp legends with no warping, and I think the colours complement each other quite nicely with a mix of greys. The board is of plastic construction, so it's on the lighter side, however it's not so light that it moves around or anything on your desk. My stabs were somewhat inconsistent, but I thought the main switches had a nice scratch to them, which some might enjoy, some might not. They are also ridiculously light, by the way. Here is a full stock sound test. I thought that my enter, spacebar and backspace all sound really good actually, but my left shift and caps lock left some to be desired in terms of tuned stabs. This board does have good RGB, with it being fully customizable in the online software. Speaking of software, I was a little confused at first, as on their website the keyboard wasn't on there for their list of software. So I busted out the manual and found that you have to go to this website, and it's web-based, which I prefer, similar to Wooting or Final Mouse. The software itself is actually extremely similar, if not the same as the Acco software in terms of features and actually how it looks. I won't bore you on the software. If you want to see how it looks and everything, watch my video on the Acco rapid trigger board. So how did the rapid trigger stack up in game? Good actually. I found this to be slightly more precise than my Acco 60% board that I recently reviewed. I usually use 0.2mm down and up for my rapid trigger settings, as I find that 0.1mm can be a little too sensitive. I'm using always rapid trigger enabled, and I turn off my RGB as advised in the software. That's all I did basically. Now this board comes in at a price of $90 US at the moment. I think it's on sale. It's usually, I think it's 110. Which I think is not a bad deal whatsoever. I prefer this to my Acco board solely because I need my F-row, and 75% is just my preferred layout. The style of this keyboard is sleek with no branding, with a nice set of complementary keycaps, RGB, good rapid trigger, and even a knob. I would 100% recommend this board to anyone who wants a 75% rapid trigger board for gaming. That will be all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one.